The village of the Dragon Spring, the village of Cobblers, and one of the first hometowns of the Naxi people. This is Shuhe Ancient Town. Shuhe is a village surrounded by mountains and rivers and hidden in the forest of northern Lijiang, which is located in western Yunnan province. It's known as the second hometown of the Naxi people, one of China's 50-plus ethnic minority groups. To learn more about the Naxi and what makes them special, I interviewed this guy who works in Shuhe.
纳西族呢，它是一个很厉害的少数民族，它有它自己的文字。
Actually, the Naxi people are the only people in the world who still use a hieroglyphic writing system. However, only a handful of people can actually read it.
下来，他们还属于这个母系氏族，他们的纳西族的女人是很厉害的，在家里面是干活的，然后是会酿酒、会做饭、会养猪、会养羊，还会做生意。你会看见出租司机也是女司机，然后还有个火把节，很热闹，很热闹。他们这边就给人一种很自由的，然后又很舒服的一个城市，是他们自己营造出来，所以让我们很向往他们的这种生活方式。
Shuhe has been called a living specimen of the Naxi ancestors' transition from an agricultural civilization to a commercial culture. As I said before, this place is referred to in Chinese as the Village of Cobblers, and it's said that the cobblers here were on par with those in Italy. Shuhe was one of the more quiet stops on my Yunnan tour. Day and night, I kept turning down alley after alley to find a completely still scene, besides maybe a calm flow of water. Water was an extremely important component to the Naxi culture. I mean, isn't it to everyone? But all over Shuhe Ancient Town, you can find water divided into 3 wells. One is for drinking, one is for washing fruits and veggies, and the last is for scrubbing. But there's one pool of water here that holds a higher esteem than all the others. So why is Shuhe referred to as the Village of the Dragon Spring? Well, here it is, folks, the Dragon Pool. I am surprised at how clean it is. The Naxi people regard the Dragon Pool as holy, which is the reason why they built a temple right next to it. Next to the Dragon Spring is the sacred Shansheng Temple. Folks, I am standing on the oldest and longest bridge in Shuhe. This is Qinglong Bridge. It said that there was someone stepping foot across here on his way up to the mountain and suddenly transformed into a fairy. Apparently you can still see the footprints. Are those the footprints? Those are some big-ass fairy steps. As the sun is setting here in Shuhe, it's a magical scene. I believe this area of the town was built for performances, bars, and parties, but the way the setting sun is shining on this empty area of the town today, it has a quite peaceful aura. I have just stumbled across these old abandoned buildings with these dilapidated wooden houses against this mountainous backdrop on the brink of dusk. It's a little bit eerie. I'm gonna get out of here. There's something about Shuhe with the cobblers and fairy tales, holy water, and beautiful movie set-like appearance that makes this place feel like the magical setting of a Dungeons and Dragons game. This would totally be the kind of town where dwarves and elves and orcs and all kinds of mythical creatures would live. For some other odd reason, Shuhe is the kind of place where you find yourself dancing with strangers. Or maybe that's just me. I'd say that's enough fun and games for one day. Folks, it's been all building to this. The #1 ranked ancient town in all of China. This is Lijiang Ancient City.